Let's keep the matches going here with NRG versus FlyQuest. Coming your way right now with the commentaries. Wave Punk and Quinn Lobdell. Take it away, guys.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. If you were paying attention before the matches got started today, they rolled the interview to do with Kronovi on overtime this past week. And Kronovi said that he would see if teams that have the best chance to upset NRG and take away that North American champion spot that they've always had. He thinks FlyQuest is that team. And because he said that, when it came down to predictions earlier today, when I was sitting there like, oh, wait, which team am I going to predict? I really struggled on this one. I'm like, should I predict FlyQuest here? And after seeing their match earlier, I'm very, very glad that I chose NRG at this point. But I cannot count FlyQuest out at this point. They've had a couple hours here to kind of figure out what they did wrong, what they need to do differently. And NRG is coming in cold right now. This is their first match of the day.
Yeah, it is a good opportunity for FlyQuest to kind of get things sorted out after their not so hot start today. NRG, though, I think that we're just going to see them kind of crush FlyQuest. FlyQuest didn't look convincing at all. I mean, it's my opinion, man.
Yeah. The crush prediction from Quinn. I love it. He's going to be all...
Not just me. They believed it, too.
No, they did. You're not
wrong.
wrong.
My boy Shogun.
They were predicting the sweeps over there as well. Looking for hashtag just Jacob things. But I could see some sad junior plays as well. And Corrupted G has had a wonderful season. If he can have another breakout performance here, we would definitely have a series on our hands.
Well, seeing some sad junior things would definitely be good. He was pretty quiet in their earlier series.
And Garrett G needs to get back for this, and it'll be Jacob who plays it away instead. Corrupted G winning the 50-50 right in front of the net to softly send it towards the goal, but it will not go through. It is FlyQuest in the orange, NRG in the blue in our best of 5. First of 3 wins takes the win here. Right now, NRG tied up with 3 other teams at 1 loss. 2 teams of 4-1, 2 teams of 3-1. NRG being at 3-1 right now. They could move solidly into first place. They were to win both their series today. First minute going to come and go pretty quietly here. A shot from Garrett G, saved by Sad Jr. and the long touch all the way down. It'll be Jacob who gets the save. Jacob rocking the pink foam hat. New feature in the most recent update, the autumn update for Rocket League. There's a lot of commonly requested painted items, including painted halos.
Yeah, painted halos, definitely.
Very desperately want to get myself on a blue painted halo. I wanted one of those for forever. Garrett G to move this one down. Jacob has passed over to Fireburner to try and wrap it around. They've got 2 players in the corner from FlyQuest. Now Sad Jr. very much out and on the blue side of the pitch. He'll rotate all the way around. Midfield control mostly coming through for NRG here, but Jacob underneath that one. Corrupted G plays it past Garrett. Now Fireburner in the middle. Garrett G looks for the shot, doesn't even need it. Fireburner shot's on target. Defense not going to be there, and NRG scores.
Yeah, Garrett G just sucking up the defense there, taking off 50-50 after 50-50, and there's just nobody left in net to be able to deal with that shot from Fireburner. And that's just part of what Garrett does, I think, best for this NRG team. He's just so good at maintaining ball possession.
He's just so good at all the positional things, including shooting. He's extremely, maybe the most well-rounded player in Rocket League right now is Garrett G. Fireburner moving this one up.
I don't know if I would disagree with you there.
Yeah, I think it's, honestly, as far as all mechanics, might be the #1. Garrett G airborne onto the backboard. Chrome's not going to be able to be there. Jacob comes in. Shot goes wide. Fireburner's got ball control, though, right now. Just a slow touch. The 50-50s or the 90-10s for him. Jacob off the ceiling, falling down. The black thermal boost coming out. He'll fall back. Let Fireburner move up. Still rocking the alpha boost there. Jacob in the midfield, lofted high. Corrupted G soft touch towards Fireburner. Nobody in the back field. Chrome moves back. Garrett G tries to pinch it down. Right now, NRG just pressuring the net. FlyQuest forced to just go for the clear plays. Right there, look at Chrome and Corrupted G had the opportunity to move it out, but just the pass from Chrome went behind Corrupted G and it slowed him down so much.
That missed touch alone just letting NRG completely reset their defense, and that's just those are the kinds of things that really help you beat the highest level of team, just the transition from defense to offense. And when that's just not fast enough, teams like NRG, they'll just control you from start to finish.
Chrome to the midfield. Garrett G looking for Fireburner. Shot towards net is wide, but lofted in front. Jacob in to put it onto the backboard. Chrome not going to go up. Fireburner looking to play it over the top of Corrupted G. But he won't be able to put it into the net just yet. 1:43 left to go. That's the second time we've seen the ball coming in towards net with Chrome in net, and he just stays grounded. In this situation, he had more defenders there to help him, so it's a better decision, but still probably the player most positioned to make the defensive play, and he doesn't go up. And the slow plays right now from FlyQuest definitely hurting them, as they have yet to gain a real strong sense of ball control in enemy territory. Very few shots right now. Garrett G carries it all the way down, puts it through 2-0 NRG.
Just look at how fast Garrett goes up for this ball. Just lightning quick already, the double touch. Chrome just landed it, and Garrett already had his second touch on the ball. That's just how well that they're reading the other team right now. NRG so good at just reading plays, countering them. I mean, all around the field.
Garrett G getting carried there by his pigeon banner. I'm sure James Bot's very happy to see that. On the RLCS stage here, Sad Jr. to wrap this one high, but Garrett G wins it. And we'll take it away from him. And 1 minute remaining, down by 2. FlyQuest still trapped in their own half. Corrupted G gets it past Jacob, but Garrett G the read to send it away. Jacob looks for Fireburner, but interrupted by Sad Jr. Chrome in his back half trying to make a touch, but gets demolished after making contact. Corrupted G in the midfield, the best opportunity we've seen from FlyQuest today. Fireburner plays it away in what was nearly an own goal, but then the solid clear back down the field. 30 seconds remaining. Sad Jr. turns this around, going for the solo plays. All of his teammates pretty far back here. Chrome now airborne. Sad Jr. looking for the goalies in net. The pass is there. Corrupted G up and to put it away, but Garrett G, after being interfered with by Sad Jr., able to ground himself and get back up and put it away. That basically seals the deal here. NRG, as the final clock ticks down, will take game number 1 over FlyQuest. Jacob the long shot, one more for good measure.
Off the crossbar. Well, I mean, just that last play there we saw here coming out of FlyQuest, it shows that they did have some creativity. I mean, that was a really good pressure, and keeping that up against NRG, I think that they will be able to yield goals. Problem is that we just don't see them get there very often. They struggle so much at transitioning from defense to offense. None of those very quick, decisive clears. I think Corrupted G was having the most success across his team. Just dribbling defenders and getting past them, but unfortunately it wasn't enough.
Oh, these banners are just my favorite thing now. I love
They're
Jacob's,
so good.
I love Jacob's avatar, the cob. Just a very clean, minimalistic corn on the cob.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's his thing, man.
I've seen that for so long and had no idea what it was at all. Oh, I feel dumb.
Yeah, well, that's Jacob for you. Always one with the funny stuff. These guys cleanly getting the victory here over FlyQuest, who had 5 saves, 5 shots, only stats on the board for these guys, and none of the shots very meaningful. 4 saves from NRG, able to block them all away. 1 kind of going rogue there for FlyQuest. So FlyQuest really needing to figure some way to move out. We talked about the transitional play. We saw a few moments where it looked like they had a good opportunity, where the defensive energy was rotating back and wasn't in the best of positions, but they were unable to move the ball down the field quickly enough. They played it behind themselves. Yep. Those sorts of things they have to clean up if they want to be able to score on NRG.
Yeah, and it's a little bit unfortunate because you saw Corrupted G actually dribbling a lot of energy in his own half, and that means that a rotation coming from NRG is going to be longer because they have to go all the way across the field, potentially might not have any boost either, and to not be able to take advantage of those, you know, 2v1, 3v1 situations, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, so Renegades, they're not even in this game. FlyQuest with a lot on their plate here, a lot of things left to figure out as they drop game number 1. And you've heard the desk predict it. You heard Quinn saying it's going to be a crushing defeat here by NRG. FlyQuest, they've got 2 games left to prove them wrong. If they'll be able to get a win here, it'll be at least a morale boost. If they're not able to get the win, Corrupted G, they're rocking the kilowatt decal, maybe the best decal for the Octane.
It's just like your opinion, man.
It's got this great gradient effect that like no other decal has, maybe other than Bubbly. It's a really pretty decal. Chrome, great touch to put it over the top of Fireburner, sending it all the way back towards the net. Garrett G's gonna have to play it to the side. Sad Jr. zoning him out, wins a 50-50 as well. But Jacob, solid clear, stays very high and lofted, floats all the way to the corner. He'll be able to get the contest here on Chrome as well, looking to pass it to Garrett G. Corrupted G sends that one away. Demolition on Sad Jr., you know, just for good measure. Why not?
That's the grudge match demolition right there. Sad Jr., former member of NRG.
He was for a brief period there.
I don't know how brief it was. It was 2 seasons.
And Garrett G put him out. I'm remembering preseason season 1. I'm thinking of Moses. Moses was on the Corrupted G. The Moses? It was for a moment there.
Moses was on NRG for a long time, too.
Oh, it was the, not NRG, it was back when, why am I blanking on this team name? Kings of Urban. It was back in the Kings of Urban day. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was on them for a while.
Yeah, he was. No, it was for the moments right before season 1, and he kind of he put it off for Sad Jr. This is a lot of Rocket League trivia we're dribbling on here, and meanwhile we got a game of Rocket League happening in front of us. It's not trivial at all. All right, Burner sent that one down, but yes, Moses was the sub for NRG for a considerable amount of time.
Sub?
Yeah. I think
he was the third.
One of us is having a complete brain fart right now. And it might be me. It really might be me. Corrupted G, the pass to Sad Jr. he just buys Sad Jr. Sends him away.
I think it was a third demo from Jacob on Sad Jr.
He was completely dismantling his former teammate there. Jacob will back pass to Garrett. A very high, lofty back pass to Chromo Reed. Corrupted G at the top. Sad Jr. now play it away. No real strong offense here from either side just yet. We're approaching halftime here, completely scoreless in game 2. Game 1 was all NRG, but FlyQuest has been able to play the ball back down, create some defensive mistakes, but not score yet.
Yeah, this is really just kind of trying to bait out some mistakes from the other team. Both teams really just defending the ball quite well, nothing yet.
But I can understand this sort of play from FlyQuest. I wonder why we're not seeing more aggressive play from NRG, though. After how strongly they were able to control the ball in FlyQuest's half in game 1, you'd expect them just to continue on that way. But also the wider rotations, it feels like, from FlyQuest are forcing NRG to go for more dribble plays, and the 50-50 game has been stronger from FlyQuest here in game 2.
I mean, I don't really blame NRG for not putting on a ton of pressure. They concede so few goals that when you get into these late game situations where you're really getting close to overtime and it gets dangerous.
Should be a goal. Yes, there it goes. Corrupted G putting it through. Garrett G whiffs in the midfield, and then the zone on the defender. That'll do it. FlyQuest scores.
I mean, I guess everybody concedes. There's a really good block there from Corrupted G.
He blocks him and steals the goal. How pretty was that? Oh my goodness, FlyQuest able to get on the board early, or not early, first here. Garrett G, what a save. That one nearly a kickoff goal. Give FlyQuest a 2-goal lead. 1:35 left to go though, and NRG down by 1. If FlyQuest are able to hold on to this one, they'd prove at least Shogun wrong on his sweep prediction. Fireburner up to wrap it around. Garrett G with the follow through. Rome to touch it. Jacob over the top of Sad Jr. Fireburner shot towards net. Corrupted G plays it off of his own crossbar and back out. Scary defense, but it works.
Yeah, that was a good recovery there, actually. You could tell he went a little bit too far to the side, barely able to get off of his own crossbar. I don't want to say it was a little bit lucky, but I mean, definitely getting close.
I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure he'll take it. Garrett G, what a play to realize, oh, I don't have it right here. Let's boost over to the side here, get it under the crossbar, and tie the game.
Yeah, another fantastic 50-50 from Fireburner. I mean, that's what we've come to expect from him at this point. And also the demo, just to rub salt in the wound.
We've been talking about how like this particular patch is more conducive to bumping and to demolitions, and we were expecting it earlier in the matches, but it's Jacob who's been giving us just the bulldozer plays. As NRG ties up game 2. One more goal would give them a winning game 2 and put FlyQuest on match point. Corrupted G with a flick over 1. 50-50 with Sad Jr. and Garrett G. 50-50 again there. Jacob and Corrupted G. Now Fireburner down the field. Sad Jr. over to the side. Jacob up, plays it down. And then oh my goodness.
Jacob, what a mind game.
Hashtag Jacob things, there you go.
Oh, just a fake aerial there. And you see Corrupted G just go, oh, he just fell for that so hard. And the flick there off of the catch on the ground. Jacob, he's just so creative and genius with a lot of these plays.
Yeah, not necessarily the leader right now for North American MVP, but definitely still always a top 5 player. The most flashy plays are Jacob consistently, and with 10 seconds left, the 1-goal lead, ball control in enemy territory. Looks like NRG is going to take 2 in a row here. As they send another one towards the net, it'll be Sad Jr. play it away. This one will touch on the touch there from Jacob down. NRG 2 games in a row. FlyQuest, best they've looked yet today, I feel like, was this game, but still not able to get the win.
Yeah, and keeping it to a 1-goal margin, I mean, that's a good job, especially against NRG, who we know are so good all throughout just any kind of seasonal match. These guys just, you don't really come up to a match against NRG and see them throw games very often. They're always consistent, always there to perform. So to see, I mean, to see FlyQuest after their performance earlier today and then now against NRG, they are getting closer and closer. But we mentioned earlier, you lose the first 2 games, you're probably not going to win the series.
It's really difficult to make the win. Even if you get the win in Game 3, getting the wins in Games 4 and 5, so difficult here for FlyQuest. They've got a mountain ahead of them. And they had such a good week in week 3, the past week there, and they were able to get the 2 victories. But now on a 5-game losing streak, they'd love to get the win here in Game 3, even if they don't win the series, just to break, just to get out of this rut they're in right now, because they are consistently losing games, and games where they've been able to get the lead before, too.
I don't even know if they feel like they're consistently losing games, or they feel like they're in a really bad spot, because compared to the past few matches, they are improving. They are getting better and better. Maybe finally starting to feel like they're clicking, if you will.
Sure.
But it's just,
I mean, they've stayed within a few goals of NRG, where they were just getting blasted against Ghost in games that were going 4-0. The last game was like 6-3, I think, by the end. It was crazy how dominant Ghost was over FlyQuest earlier today, but they've been able to stay very competitive, only losing that game 2-1. But now on match point, can they hold on? Jacob right off the kickoff takes a shot. Chrome gets the block, but Fireburner's not done just yet. So he tries to keep the pressure on, and Garrett G there down the field once more. Chrome goes airborne, misses contact, the shot's wide, but Jacob just opening it up as he pulls the defenders into the side. Fireburner now taking a shot towards the net, and Corrupted G will let it fall onto his hood and try to gain ball control for FlyQuest. The pressure continues for NRG, and the demolitions.
All 3 of the players there.
Oh my goodness, they just continue on. Make it stop. Garrett G's a monster.
And Fireburn, if he got that last demo, that would have been a goal there for Jacob. Oh, another one!
Oh, but the ball going the other direction. The pinch nearly actually scoring an NRG. This will open up some space, but the physical play, NRG putting the hurt on right now. Hey, they got the demo onto Jacob. That'll open up some space. Corrupted G and Sad Jr., they'll put it through. They get only 1 demo, and they make it work for them.
I mean, I guess that's efficiency, right? I mean, maybe, wow, oh, the double bump there actually on both NRG members at the same time. They were both kept out of the defensive play there, so I guess it shows who's the better who's the better demo team.
FlyQuest is like, can you just quit already? Look, here, let us show you how this works. Corrupted G down the field looking for Chrome.
Well, it's also something you don't really see that often. 2 players going for bumps at the same time. That's a huge risk to take.
Garrett G demolishes Corrupted G on the wall. This game looking more like a friendly fire from Mid-Season Mayhem last year. Corrupted G, what a shot. Garrett G can't get up in time. Beautiful placement by Corrupted G. 2-0 lead now for FlyQuest.
Yeah, Corrupted G actually going very fast this one, and there's a lot of pace on that. The placement wasn't as important because Garrett G sideways. It was a little difficult and too close for him to be able to do anything there. A great pass there to put that infield for Corrupted G.
The largest lead today for FlyQuest right now. Can they hold on? NRG was able to come back in game 2.
And an uncharacteristic, what looked like more or less a whiff there from Corrupted G. He got a slight touch on that, but usually we see him so good for those midfield shots.
Garrett G and Sad Jr. tangled up with each other. 50-51 off to the side. Fireburner dropping it behind Chrome. So we'll get a soft touch, but Garrett G just muscles through on the ground, has the ball onto the backboard. The zone from FlyQuest will keep them from scoring for a moment, but NRG continuously breathing down their neck in enemy territory. Now Corrupted G, though, with an opportunity. Garrett G will put it to the corner. Too many players with the G on the end of their name in this match. Sad Jr. towards the box. Jacob to the side. Garrett follows along. Demolition onto Sad Jr. just opening up some space here for NRG to work with. Jacob will slow this one down. I don't know if he knew Corrupted G was coming from the side there. He'll take it from him, but he goes for the bump. Garrett G up high. Fireburner in. Can't get it through. Sad Jr. after being bumped makes the save and keeps their goal lead here 2-0.
Like Fireburner still causing havoc on their goal line, but the NRG unable to maintain possession of that ball in the FlyQuest have.
Approaching halftime, it's still FlyQuest with the lead. Need to hold on to this to win game 3. Force game 4. A loss in this game sends them down. They would end the day at 2-4. They'd love to tie it up at 3 even. Now back down. Chrome up on the wall. NRG follows but gets demolished by Chrome. Fireburner over the top of 2, but G in the back. He'll look for Sad Jr. Doesn't find the pass. Jacob to follow this one out. He goes for the clear instead of the control. Chrome able to pick that one up, and then G underneath. 2v1 here. Garrett will get it through. Well, it was a scary situation for him.
And slowing down the play here, really benefiting FlyQuest here, that 2-goal lead. We see, without all the momentum in the play, with NRG just struggling on those 50-50s, unable to break through that FlyQuest defense.
Garrett G dropping this down. G gets bumped in net. Chrome gets the clear. And it wasn't the last minute and a half that we saw NRG able to score 2 in game 2. So plenty of time for this team to work with. They do need to start getting it going, and they are having to play more and more defense as this game goes on, it feels like. What started with just such aggression from NRG with a massive amount of demolitions has really slowed down to just defensive rotations. Now up on the offense. 50-50 won by Jacob. G to Chrome. Look at this connection back down the field. Garrett G's got to get there in time. Shot is wide, so he'll just play it away. Sad Jr. was pressuring him, forcing him to fall back quickly. Fireburner pass 1, pass 2, into the net. Garrett G takes the shot downfield, goes through. 1-goal game, 41 seconds remaining.
Fireburner so good here, pulling out 2 defenders, getting underneath the ball, and bringing that to the center of the field, lets him get a super fast pass to Garrett G in the middle of the field, and the quick shot there was so important because coming off that transition from defense to offense, you just want to get that shot as fast as possible with only 40 seconds left.
As we talked about in game 1 that was hurting FlyQuest, their inability to transition quickly. And there you see NRG, a masterclass on how to do it. 30 seconds left, down by 1. If any team can come back, it's NRG. Chrome taking the shot, Jacob to the side. Sad Jr. into the box, Garrett G trying to block it away, but the pressure's staying on right now. Sad Jr. not making contact, now needing to fall back. You need to use boost to fall back as well. He'll get back into his half and be a bit loose there. So many players being bumped. Jacob lofts this one high. Garrett's not in the position to shoot though, and the bumps won't matter again. Chrome into the back corner, 3 players bunched up. Garrett G can possibly pass. Sad Jr. with the save. Fireburner in, puts the shot towards the target. No, it drops down. The rare miss from Fireburner, a ridiculously difficult shot to hit, but he doesn't put it through. FlyQuest gets the win.
It looked certain that that ball was going to come off the crossbar, and I thought we were going to overtime there, but well done there from FlyQuest. We saw them doing a really great job holding on to that lead for what, almost the entire game, right?
They absolutely did there, coming out with 8 shots and a 7 there from NRG. They're finally actually able to outshoot the North American champions here. And they've got a win under their belt. They've got to do 2 more if they want to defeat NRG. But this is kind of what we were talking about. We were pretty like, you know, game 3, I could easily see FlyQuest coming back and winning, but then game 4 is where it's really going to be the kicker. If they get the win in game 4, oh my gosh, do we have a series on our hands. But right now, I could easily see NRG just running away with it here.
Yeah, I mean, this last game worked out so well for FlyQuest with all those demos coming from NRG, and then I guess they just got a little too aggressive. And one of the things you have to realize is that when you go for all those demos, I mean, if they had Jacob and Fireburner both just, you know, gunning for it on the other side of the field, and then you just have nobody left on defense if one of the balls get past you.
Yeah, they did not rotate back properly, and then they get the one demolition, and then the double commit, and the bumps in the corner, just opening it up really early on there. FlyQuest able to get the victory in game 3. They have a huge mountain ahead of them, but that was the first big step. Got to do it 2 more times if they want to be able to get the win. Just concentrate right now, though, on game 4, because NRG definitely wants to put it away right now. Early kickoff pressure here from FlyQuest, taken away there by NRG, but the follow-up from Chrome puts it through. 6 seconds in, FlyQuest has the lead.
Yeah, that low placement going right underneath Garrett G. And I like seeing G just go only for that block there, not going trying to win it directly. He knows it's off of a kickoff. The other team's probably not going to have that much boost to try and be able to beat him. Just go for that block, and block he did.
Now NRG having to play from behind. They're able to come back from the 1-goal deficit in game 2, but struggled in game 3. FlyQuest was able to score 2 goals consecutively. Fireburner shot towards net. Oh my goodness. A blazer that's just wide. Rolling towards the net. G is send it back away. Chrome with the follow through. Back down the field. Jacob in the corner. Sends it towards the middle, but G is there. G now back over to the side. Jacob gets the one flick over the top. Onto the backboard. Just G in net right now. Doesn't make contact, and NRG just playing the ball all around him. Jacob takes the shot. G sends it away. The pressure mounting right now from NRG, just causing chaos on the FlyQuest defense. But they're holding on. Now the long one all the way down. Jacob will send it over and away. Sad Jr. back into the box. Fireburner upfield. Jacob trying to get airborne before G, but he passes back to Fireburner. Interrupted there by Sad Jr. as you look for G in the middle. Ball will be back in the corner. G is trying to softly give it to Fireburner, but Chrome had none of it. Now Fireburner up to Jacob. 3:40 left on the clock. FlyQuest holding on to the 1-goal lead here in game 4. Got to continue on. Towards the net. G over the top. Here comes Fireburner. Shot towards net. Jacob plays it to the side, choosing to clear it his own way. So Garrett can get a follow-up here. Now Fireburner cross. And right now, again, this is a demo on the goalie. The ball control, while they're not really taking many meaningful shots, I feel like it's just been NRG with so much ball control. Finally, we see FlyQuest breaking out of their own half and able to get some pressure on the net. Jacob slowing this one down. Actually, he probably ran out of boost there. Fireburner now down the field underneath Chrome. Can he get this one? He's just got one player in the back to deal with. It's G. Or lofts up high. G will look for the soft drop in. Doesn't make enough contact.
What a touch from Chrome.
And it goes to the corner.
What a save there. And NRG just so much pressure, still unable to break this defense. And we've seen demos, we've seen bumps, and this looks like another one.
All the way back down, just the way we were talking about it last game. They commit so much on the offense, but leave themselves open. And now the 2-goal lead again for FlyQuest.
Yeah, maybe a risk there from Fireburner that wasn't necessary. He tried to go for that touch there against Chrome, but Chrome pulling the ball off of the wall, putting it center, gets it right past Fireburner. And now the lead 2-0 with half the game left to go.
G, he needed to be able to score that opportunity that Fireburner created for him. Another shot here from Fireburner, cleared away by Sad Jr. G alone in net, but Sad Jr. is able to get it past Jacob, which means Chrome's able to move back around. G now onto the backboard. No meaningful touches right now from FlyQuest. G gets a pass once, just G in the back. Can he do it by himself? Plays it soft and underneath. G with the clutch plays, puts NRG on the board.
Yeah, you can see both Sad Jr. and Chrome here, the only 2 defenders in that play. Just no boost to make something happen here. And G getting faked out with that flick from Garrett. That's such a difficult situation to deal with, though, as G. He has both his 2 teammates with no boost. Pressure the ball, and suddenly he's sideways in net with no way to do anything.
With G coming down on you, like, what do you do? G going to be able to make it a 1-goal game again. And this is as far as NRG got in game 3. Can they do it now in game 4? Finally send us to overtime or get the victory. They got plenty of time to work with here.
Yeah, I think last time they had 40 seconds, was it?
Yes. Yep. So they've got a lot more time now. Another goal from FlyQuest would help them out a lot, but their defense really holding on. Sad Jr. earns himself a savior medal. Jacob will play this one away. G, you saw him lurking, waiting for the shot opportunity. Now G down the field. A long, clear game. This favors FlyQuest. They just keep the ball up in the air and nowhere near any boxes. That would take the victory. Jacob soft touch down in the middle. Fireburner with ball control. Loses it a bit there. 50-50 from Sad Jr. Just lofting neutrally. G, slow plays from Chrome. Getting it past 2 players now, but Fireburner, the 50-50 back down the field. I think Fireburner is most well known for ability to make the ball do what he wants when both you and an opponent are trying to pressure it.
Yeah, it's uncanny how good that Fireburner 50-50s are.
But look at FlyQuest right now. We talked about it. They had 2 minutes to score here and to tie up this game, and now we're getting back down to that 40-second range that we saw them last game. They've run so much time off this clock, keeping NRG from scoring. G, again, just doesn't like what he has in front of him. He'll fall back. They'll try to reset the offensive push. Jacob not getting a strong touch there. Fireburner will play to the far corner. 30 seconds remaining. Sad Jr. and G in the corner there. G Touches softly, follows it through himself. Not a solid clear. Jake will be able to keep the pressure on. Can he get another touch? Does not make contact. Sad Jr., long one down the field. Garrett G at midfield. Puts it back into the corner. Jacob bumps Corrupted G away. Chrome gets a soft touch to the side. Now Garrett G airborne up to try and drop it through. The touch from Sad Jr. all the way back down. Jacob will have boost, but he's got to make the full court carry here. He loses control to Chrome over the top, and it drops down. Can they get this one away? It's onto Jacob's hood. He puts it up. Any team could do this. No, Sad Jr. sends it back down, and it'll touch the ground. Game 4 going to FlyQuest. We go to Game 5.
And I don't think... I'm not the only one here who didn't expect this to happen. Me and the rest of the guys over on the desk. FlyQuest really coming alive in the end of this series and proving that they do have the skills to take this. Maybe we should have trusted Kronobi more.
Look at that 9 saves there from FlyQuest, 3 apiece. I don't know how often I've ever seen savior medals from every player on a team. That is definitely something that does not happen very often here. And FlyQuest able to do it, putting us to Game 5. Yeah. And to think about like how much mental endurance it takes to be down 2 games to NRG and then come back and win 2 straight yourself. NRG has their hands full. They've got one last chance to clinch this up. They've been 1 goal away in 2 games, but not been able to do it. FlyQuest sends us to Game 5.
Yeah, I think that NRG really starting to go for a few too many long balls. It's just they struggle to get the ball to their teammates without having FlyQuest at some point interfere with it, especially Sad Jr. We saw him with incredible interference play in the past game. He's really come alive in this series. I mean, from what was honestly just a not very impressive performance earlier in the day, and then being able to turn up against NRG. I don't know if that's just because he's a little bit more familiar with their play style. Yeah. But, I mean, that could definitely be a factor in this. I think that they do have what it takes to be able to do it, at least the way that they're playing right now.
Well, they're strengthening up the midfield defense and just making it, going for this long counter clear game, forcing NRG to keep the ball in the air and not allow them to move down with a lot of control and a lot of positioning to make their offense continue on. And then there's just been a few misses on a few opportunities that NRG should be able to score on. They have not been able to capitalize on it. That puts us all the way here to Game 5. A winner take all at this point. The last 2 games we saw FlyQuest score early. This game, so far, not that way. So we saw NRG up early, or we saw NRG on the offense first, rather. Chrome in, a demolition onto Garrett G and net. Chrome shot a bit wide.
I was going to say, it's only 30 seconds, man. It's even a little early for the other games to be scoring.
Yeah, but the other 2 games, I'm pretty sure they had scored in the first 30 seconds already. Junior now on the wall. Wraps this down. Fireburner following back. He'll go for the back pass to Garrett G. Pass into the middle. Behind Jacob, the Fireburner now up the field. Corrupted and Sad Jr. To the side, Fireburner taking the shot. Garrett G in. He'll put it through, but the defense from Corrupted G. He just lost himself, and now the breakaway going down. This one should be. No, it is. It's in. Sad Jr. This is how they score time and time again.
Just a little bit too much aggression there. I think it was just too greedy there to see Jacob try and go for that pass there to the side. Instead of opting for the clear off to the right, which would have been much safer, he tries to push it across the field and gets interfered with. And that's really the biggest difference with FlyQuest, just the amount of interference play we've seen.
I love that Jacob get this one through. Nope, Corrupted G blocks it away. Garrett G turns to try and take a shot, but can't put it through. And it has been time and time again from FlyQuest. The big commit on offense from NRG, and then just a breakaway down the field.
Great pass.
Jacob taking a shot. It's wide, but Fireburner, and with the follow-up, puts it through. Tie game.
Fireburner so good here to put this ball to the side. This is what we have been trying to see NRG do for quite a while here, and he finally finds Jacob, but Corrupted G not opting to go for that touch off the backboard is going to be what seals the goal there for NRG. He needs to pressure that ball much faster. You can't just let Fireburner go for a shot off the backboard.
And that goal for NRG, just given the storyline of this match so far, is critical. When FlyQuest has gotten up with a 2-goal lead, NRG has not been able to come back, but able to tie it up immediately here. It's NRG's significantly better chance of winning this game. Fireburner now back down. Sad Jr. Oh, he drops it in front of his net. An unfortunate touch there, and Fireburner will score. Putting that one through, NRG's got the lead.
Yeah, just a bad touch here from Sad Jr. You see him creeping up a little bit too far forward, and it was a really good effort there, and just pinching the ball between this car and the wall there. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's just not good enough. He was a little bit safer there in net, just playing a little bit further back. You saw him inch forward. That would not have happened.
Jacob is sending this one away. now. Fireburner, the shot off the wall. RLCS will play it away. His own half. Jacob now back into the box. Sad Junior and Chrome both up. Sad Junior gets demolished by Jacob. He just targets in like a homing missile and sends him away.
Can we get like a counter for that?
Yeah,
like
right. This guy is just poor Sad Junior, most demoed player in North America. Fireburner, a great pass there. Jacob, or Garrett G rather, taking the shot towards the backboard. Sad Junior will wait this one out, but does not make good contact. Chrome will have to bail him out and send it away. Right here at halftime, the 1-goal lead for NRG. They need to hold on at this point. I don't think FlyQuest has taken the lead back from NRG in any of their games. They've gotten the lead and then they've held on. Right now, they have to do something they have not done in this series, which is win from behind.
It's going to be difficult for them, especially, I mean, NRG, I think they were kind of losing confidence in themselves and getting both the air from Sad Junior and that first goal earned from Fireburner. I mean, that's got to be a little bit disheartening here for FlyQuest.
Jacob making the ridiculous save there. Sending that one away. Garrett G now to follow up the transition from NRG. Fast as always. Sad Junior, though, is able to pick it up and find Corrupted G. Intercepted by Fireburner back down the field. Garrett G on the wall. Chrome clears it back down and away. Space given by NRG. 1:40 left to go. They know they've got the lead. They can burn down this clock. But at this point, if I was NRG, I would not feel as confident and safe just to sit back. But then again, the way they've been getting scored on has been the counterattacks. So hunkering down on the defense, maybe that is really the name of the game for them. See either strategy working out here. Jacob now listing that control. Garrett G in net to pop up high. Plays it away. Chrome back across. G with a pass out to Sad Junior. Jacob intercepts. And these 50-50s right now, very much going for FlyQuest.
G missing that ball there. There was no more defenders left there for NRG to do anything.
Yeah, he nearly had it, but he missed the shot and will not be able to give us the tie game just yet. I love overtime in this game. This has been a great series so far. Fireburner, though, airborne. The demolition onto Corrupted G in net. Opening up a little bit of space here. Jacob can't get the redirect, but Garrett G just holds on to ball control. It's the final minute. 44 seconds left for FlyQuest to tie up the game and do the unthinkable if they want to be able to get the win here over NRG. Garrett G and Fireburner in the corner. Fireburner gets demoed. Corrupted G, the pass towards the center. Chrome's there, but Garrett G falls from the side, comes flying in and blocks it away. 30 seconds left for FlyQuest. They need this goal to send us to overtime. The reverse sweep of NRG is so close here for them. As they put this one in front of the box, Garrett G will be able to fly and send it away, and Sad Junior does not make contact on the wall. This gives Garrett G control, and he gets it past Corrupted G. He's burning so much time off the clock as he pushes it farther in, and Fireburner will end the dreams of FlyQuest with that goal.
Yeah, those two wins. You can see Sad Junior, his light flashing before his eyes after that miss. There's just nothing left, you know, in the books here for FlyQuest against NRG. NRG doing such a great job at just maintaining composure there in that last, you know, spurt of pressure there from FlyQuest.
Yeah, they really put it on, and you pointed out the one moment Corrupted G had the opportunity to tie the game, and we saw moments like that from Garrett G in Game 4, where he was able to tie the game, but just barely missed. So difficult there, and Corrupted G, or Garrett G rather, putting the team on his back there at the end, just getting to pass Sad Junior in the corner, get past Corrupted G at the midfield, putting it all the way back down there, setting it up for Fireburner, and NRG. Given a scare here by FlyQuest, who had the best performance we've seen yet from them today. And it was good to see them finally actually get some wins under their belt and threaten this top dog from North America. But my goodness, it is NRG who's able to get the victory here.
Yeah, I don't think that they should feel ashamed at all for their performance. They had a really good performance against, I mean, what has been the North American champions 3 seasons in a row. And I think NRG is going to be looking to keep that record and make a statement with their performance today.
They certainly will. They improved to 4-1. They tie up Ghosts and Cloud9s. There are now 3 teams in North America at 4-1. Great to see how tight the competition is staying down to the wire here in North America. But for the rest of the matches we have for the day, let's send back to the desk.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, nice series there. A little bit surprising for us, I suppose. NRG and FlyQuest going all the way to 5 games, and NRG just barely winning there in Game 5. But all that matters at the end of the day is that win-loss record. Let's take a look at the Mobile One High Performance replay to see again how NRG was able to hold it together there against FlyQuest.
And the one con I would say for NRG is like, just put a couple more goals on the board. It seemed like they could not break down that wall that was FlyQuest for the longest time, and they would get frustrated and then overcommit, and that's how FlyQuest FlyQuest got back into the series. But that's one weakness of NRG this whole season, I feel like. They don't know how to put up like more than 3 goals a game. It happens so rarely for them, and they need to have some of these games where it's nice and easy, laid back, let's win 5-1. Just doesn't happen with them, it seems.
It's kind of like they're the anti-pressure team. Like, they can do it in 1 or 2 waves of offense, but anything after that, you'd also have to expect them to pull back, because otherwise they are going to start making mistakes and possibly go and overcommit. I'm still not convinced by Jacob's position on this team. I don't quite know still where he's supposed to fit in. That needs figuring out very soon, because we're coming towards the end of the season where it's now as close as it's ever been in NA, and it's so important that they get that sorted.
But at the same time with FlyQuest, they played really well defensively, and they just played that counter game. And it works to an extent. It's very hard to win a lot of games that way. They have to find a little bit more of the offensive pressure that they had in past weeks when they go 2-0. They're still looking okay right now. They still have a chance to make playoffs, and then who knows from there. They did it last season with Denial. They can do it again here. But NRG, they just played the weakest games of their schedule. They played 5 games. They haven't played G2 or Cloud9 yet. So they're 4-1. Games have not been that easy for them so far, so it's a big question mark. Are they still the #1 dogs in NA?
And of course, that loss to Ghost was the loss that NRG did have. So there are teams that are capable of beating this NRG team, and we almost saw FlyQuest come back and make it a victory for FlyQuest, but NRG prevailing. This raises some questions for the match we have later. NRG going up against G2, and the whole conversation of, all right, who's at the tippy top of NA? We know these 4 teams that are near the top. Who's the best of the group? Based on what we just saw there from NRG, what are y'all feeling towards that G2 matchup? Should G2 be watching that and be like, wait a second, there's some ways we could kind of beat NRG? What do you think's going on there?
I think that matchup's going to be extremely close. It's going to be one of those coin flips at this point. I feel like NRG, the offense isn't there to exploit the G2 defense, and then G2, if they can get their offense going with JNAPs, it's very possible to win that series pretty handily as well. It could happen. I'm still going NRG right now, but it's just because they are the Kings, it's hard to bet against them, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, both went to Game 5, both won their Game 5, so they're warm.
That's true.
Okay, yeah. No excuses when it comes to this, and we both know that they can both pull it out when it's at the tightest, but who's going to manage to do it? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to stay around and watch it.
The stage is certainly set, but that's the last match of the day. We have one more match in between. It's going to be match 5, and it's coming up next. Coming up, we got Renegades returning to the field. They kind of need a win, and they're going up against Rogue, who barely lost to G2 a little bit earlier today. It's Rogue versus Renegades, a best of 5, coming up next.